Welcome to the reading of the book, Use Your Mind and Prosper. In this session, we will be reading from the introduction all the way through Chapter 4. Let us begin. Use Your Mind and Prosper, written by Norm Alexander Sr., edited and produced by Norm Alexander Jr. Introduction. This is probably one of the most unusual books you will ever read, in the respect that it gets down to the nitty-gritty of solving the problems of life without going through a lot of intellectual gobbledygook. I am not here to impress you with my intellectuality. I am only trying to introduce you to the truth of you. Until you know yourself, you really don't know anything. From Socrates we get the saying, know thyself. So all through the pages of this book I will be harping on this fact in various ways in order to bring you to an awareness of you. Men, like Berry Gordy of Motown Music, have used some of the secrets contained in this method to build an empire. He built a multi-million-dollar empire from a family loan of a few $100s. He not only made himself a millionaire, but made millionaires of scores of people to whom he taught his secret. Like Diana Ross, Marvin Gaye, the Four Tops, the Jackson 5, Stevie Wonder, Gladys Knight and the Pips, the Supremes, and many others too numerous to mention. Thousands of others have used this method to attain riches and prosperity. Use Your Mind and Prosper is positively a how-to-do-it method. In this method, you will find the secrets of self-direction, positive self-influence, logical organization, autosuggestion, visualization, affirmation, and meditation. All of the necessary things needed in order to obtain the good which you desire. Whatever you are ready for is ready for you. It would do you no good to wish for $1 million, for example, if you don't have the self-awareness for $1 million. You could transport all of the people from the slums and move them into the Hilton, and I guarantee you that within a short time the Hilton would be looking much the same as the slums. You see, they brought their environment with them. When you understand mind science, you will understand that, as a man thinketh, so is he. An acquaintance of mine who had just purchased a new Cadillac told me, "You know, brother, 2 years ago, I couldn't see myself with a car like this." I quickly reminded him that is exactly why he didn't have a car like that 2 years ago. You see, he didn't have the self-awareness for a car like that 2 years ago. He just couldn't see himself with a car like that 2 years ago. This is one of the reasons that we use the technique of visualization, which we will discuss more at length a little later on. Then you will fully understand the seemingly silly saying of comedian Flip Wilson, "What you see is what you get." Chapter 1. Faith and Determination. Let's take the example of Colonel Harland Sanders, an American businessman who founded the restaurant chain Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. Here was a man of 66 years of age who had lost everything. A freeway was causing his little restaurant to be demolished, and at the same time his wife divorced him. Many a man would have thrown in the towel, but not Colonel Sanders. He remembered that he had one simple talent that I'm sure some of you have in a greater measure. He remembered that he could fry chicken. So he started mixing his herbs and frying that chicken, and it was so good that people came from all over Kentucky to eat some of that chicken. In the process of all that, Colonel Sanders got married again and started building restaurants all over Kentucky. The Colonel and his new wife would just go from one little chicken house to the other collecting money. I bet that first wife sure wished she had held on. Pretty soon he decided to set up a franchise arrangement so his chicken could be enjoyed by people all over the world, and I'm sure you know the rest of the story. That's just one demonstration of what faith and determination can do. So, all of this began with a simple idea that was put into action. Now you can see how abundance can be yours if you will only believe. Chapter 2. The Cosmic Law of Mind. What is the cosmic law of mind? The cosmic law of mind is that law which causes thoughts to become things. First, let us define the word mind. The mind is that by means of which a person is aware. Law means inevitable tendency. For example, in physics we have the law of gravity, when simply stated says that what goes up must come down. Throw any article up and it will always come down. That's a demonstration of the law of gravity. It's an inevitable tendency, something that will always happen, something that is in operation. Let us define the word cosmic. Cosmic is something which applies and pertains to the whole order of things. So we can say that the cosmic law of mind is a universal principle that causes thoughts to become things. The thoughts in your mind, the thoughts in your awareness are always becoming things. Any material manifestation that you see was at one time a thought. All is mind. Everything is mind. And when you mix your thoughts with a burning desire and a definite purpose, they are bound to materialize. I never will forget the time when Ernie Freeman and myself would ride the yellow car on Jefferson Boulevard in Los Angeles and discuss the way music had changed and how the radio stations were playing nothing but a lot of noise. He and I were conservatory graduates, and it was sort of disgusting to see, or should I say hear, the turn musical culture was taking. Ernie or I could have thrown up our hands and quit music, but that wouldn't have solved anything. So determined was Ernie that he went on to become the musical director for Frank Sinatra and many other stars. I went on and entered the record business and produced many hits for various stars or novices who later went on to stardom. At least, we did what we could to uplift music in our small way. Just because things look dark doesn't always mean that you have to give up, because it's always darkest before the dawn. Chapter 3. Burning Desire. This is where it all begins. First of all, decide what it is that you want to be, do, and to have. And I mean to impress upon you the word exactly. Decide exactly what you want to be, do, and have. Secondly, decide what you're going to give in return for that which you desire. Thirdly, set a definite time as to when you expect that particular good to materialize. Fourthly, have a precise plan of action and start to act on that plan. Fifthly, write down an affirmation and read it out loud at least twice a day, once upon rising and again at bedtime. Finally, after making your precise definition of your goal, your plan, your exact date of expected materialization, and your exact contribution toward achieving your good purpose, begin at once to carry out the plan. Use your imagination to see yourself already in possession of the good which you desire, and by that, I mean to visualize yourself as already having it. Remember that you have to do more than just dream of the good you desire. You have to rise, Sally, rise, and wipe your weeping eyes. Ray Charles didn't let his blindness stop him from succeeding, nor did Stevie Wonder. They had determination, the determination necessary to keep on keeping on. They have that certain faith that more of us need to possess. Chapter 4. The Magic of Believing. He can who thinks he can, the wise men say, and the Bible tells us, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. The sum total of what I'm saying is, we have to have faith, because faith can move mountains. There are no more powerful emotions than those of faith, sex, and love. This combination will drive home to the subconscious mind whatever our wishes are. We do this by affirmation or auto-suggestion. Continuous affirmation has been known to increase faith like nothing else can. As Reverend Ike would say, fulfillment brings fulfillment. On the other hand, negative thoughts can lead you directly to poverty. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but you think you can't, it is almost certain you won't. Walter D. Wintle. The above are some of the truest lines ever written. You'd better believe that the subconscious mind will translate into reality any thought fed into it, whether it's good or bad. Keep your mind stayed on poverty, and you will remain poor. Think about prosperity, and you will prosper. All this sounds simple, doesn't it? Well, that's why most people miss it. It's so simple that it is profound. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but sooner or later the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Well, my friend, that's all the time we have for this video. But before you go, I want to tell you that the story of Berry Gordy transforming a small loan into the legendary Motown Records empire reminds us that dreams can become reality. And just like Gordy, you too have the power to turn your business into something extraordinary. That's where localadweb.com comes in. Localadweb.com is your go-to digital agency dedicated to helping small businesses thrive online and in their local markets. They specialize in creating affordable, stunning websites that not only captivate your audience, but also drive results. Their team of skilled designers, copywriters, and developers will craft a website that perfectly represents your brand and showcases your unique offerings. From sleek designs to seamless functionality, they'll ensure your website stands out from the competition. Don't let your online presence hold you back. Take your business to new heights. Visit localadweb.com and discover how they can transform your online presence into a powerful tool for success. Remember, just like Berry Gordy, you have the potential to achieve greatness. Visit localadweb.com today and be sure to mention "Use Your Mind and Prosper" when you contact them. It greatly helps support our channel. Until next time, use your mind and prosper. Be blessed.